Audrey and I had been married for 6 years when Garrett spent Y2K with us in Portland. It was the first time we'd seen him since our wedding. He'd been my best man. "I bought my ticket and I'm flying out," he told me in November. He was in graduate school again, his second stint. "It's about time I come to Portland, and if it's all over with the millennium, I'm going out with you two." On New Year's Eve, we got a sitter and had an early dinner downtown in time to be home and drink with the New York countdown. All was relief when the world didn't end. Audrey was pregnant with Andrew and begged off to bed at 10:30, kissing us both, and Garrett and I stayed up. Christopher and Brian were still so little and would be awake early. So as 1999 shed its skin and became 2000, we sat in the backyard smoking cigars by the fire pit, and I got drunk and sentimental. It was a dry, clear, cold night, a rare thing during Portland's December. I was overcome the way people are, on such a night with such a friend. Garrett and his women, that's what we'd been talking about. You could set your calendar by them. Anywhere from 18 to 20 months or less, but never for 2 years. He'd be with someone, and then he would end it. After a period of solitude, like a cleansing fast, he'd be on the market again. I could tell the ages of some of his lovers from their names alone. He'd been with an Acacia, 2 Zoes, a Piper. During that visit, he was with a Nicole. "And she's a student?" I said. "She's a graduate student," Garrett said. "She's not my graduate student. She's a big girl. Jesus, Leo, I'm not going to let my dick get me arrested or cost me my job." "Why don't you find a nice Mavis or an Edith?" I said. "What about an Opal?" "What's going on here?" His voice got flat. "What's with the shitty judgment? I'm telling you about this woman, Nicole, whom I'm very happy with, and you're being kind of a prick." I had to tread lighter. The year and a half of what Garrett considered happiness, replaced by another of the same length but with a different woman, wasn't what he would call a problem. So while we argued about his future with Nicole, I pushed. "You know they want to marry you, right?" I said. "After a few months in, they imagine themselves years down the road with you, living in the brownstone with a library full of books from floor to ceiling, maybe a basset hound. No, a terrier. You smoking a pipe, wearing your glasses and sweater vest." "What the fuck?" he said. "I would never wear a sweater vest or smoke a pipe." "Not now," I giggled. "Later, in the happily ever after. Maybe even the occasional cardigan." "Fuck you," he said. "You're tittering, you titterer." I sprayed my drink from my mouth and folded into a hysterical pile until I managed to speak again. "Titterer," I said. "You're the titterer." We often reduced ourselves to juvenile behavior when we were together, even then when we were successful adult men. There's no denying that. "I'll be right back," I said, and stumbled inside for paper, a pen, and a flashlight. At the kitchen counter, I scribbled on the sheet of paper. When I got outside, I shoved the paper and pen at him. "I need a favor. Sign this." "Sign what? I can't sign something in the dark," he said. "Man, you're wasted." I flashed the light on the page. "This," I said. "It says, 'I, Garrett Reese, in the event of the death of Leo McGeary, promise to marry Audrey McGeary.' All you have to do is sign it." "What are you talking about? You're off your rocker," he laughed. "You're loaded." "Just sign it." I shoved the paper at him again. I poked his arm with the pen. "I love that woman, and if I die on her, I need you to take care of her, to take care of my family. You're the only person I'd trust to do that." Garrett took a puff off his cigar. "You stupid fuck." He was still laughing. "I have a life, and you're not going to die, but if you do, what if I'm married? I love your wife, but not like that. I'm not your plan B, man. I'm my own plan A. Jesus, you call this a favor?" "I don't sit on my ass for a living," I said. "I need some insurance, and I'm not going to hold my breath waiting for your wedding. You want to keep discussing that probability? And you would figure out how to love her."